Hi, welcome to this presentation about Private Cloud Maturity Model, a new assessment feature that we've built. My name is Guy Bartram. I'm Director of Partner Marketing for our cloud service providers, and we cover what it is, how you should use it, why you should use it, and when you should use it. So the Maturity Model Assessment is a web solution, which you can log on using the bit.ly URL there. It is basically a tool that captures input from a conversation with a customer. It is a conversation that probably takes between half an hour and 3/4 of an hour to work through all of the options that are available there. And it looks at, what are the customer's current capabilities and where do they want to be in the future. So essentially, it's a gap analysis tool. And this is an easy assessment. It can be run by your sales teams directly with their customers. And primarily, it will really help you rise above, an infrastructure-only conversation. It starts looking at really the customer's ability and the business capabilities for cloud transformation and for, their cloud maturity. So it's a great entry into bringing a conversation from, maybe just an infrastructure play right up into a strategy level discussion. How do you use it? You sit down with the customer and you run through the questions. And as you can see, there's various sections here. Each section has a number of questions in there, and you put a score against the Q&A that are in the sections. And these kind of really align to building a broader private cloud opportunity for Cloud Foundation. And like I said before, it looks at the total kind of environment and really gives the customer the chance to reflect on really what they need for a private cloud implementation and to be successful in their future cloud goals. So this then obviously highlights areas that are way beyond just the infrastructure alone and gives a great opportunity for the cloud providers to identify managed services, services that surround the technology and support the business. And it also will give the customer maybe a bit of realization and the partner a good visibility in what the technical debt is like within the customer, where they are really struggling, in which areas they're struggling in, and potentially why they're struggling in those areas. So a really good kind of rounded survey that would help assess the customer's capability to really deploy a private cloud successfully. Why should you use this? Customers need to realize their limitations in context with their broader goals. And really, by doing an assessment like this, you're really starting to make them think about their current context, where they want to be, and what is the challenges and limitations that they have today. So this survey really will go through the goals and allow the customers to kind of look at their goals in context of their limitations and realizing the limitations as well. It will help you identify potential service areas to help mitigate those limitations. And it will also give them a longer term goal than just looking at deploying a cloud technology. It's really about the business outcomes. So there's a great kind of way of creating a step remediation plan in conjunction with the customer. When should you use this? Obviously, discovery is going to be very, very useful for you. Use this to identify the current customer environment, their level of cloud integration and readiness to deploy and manage and operate a VCF private cloud and be able to offer that to the rest of the business. In the needs analysis phase, you can then pinpoint specific areas where the customer can improve and the operations with a private cloud. In the design, obviously, you want to then build in your services to help mitigate those areas where customers have gaps and need support. And in the value proposition building, articulating the value of transforming a VCF private cloud and managed services is going to be unique, and this assessment enables you to clearly identify where those areas are and build a value proposition around it. Lastly, you can save your results as a CSV file, point in time, and also output them as a PDF for the customer to keep. It may be worth revisiting this survey at a post-implementation stage and for ongoing account management. This can really help not only identify the success by looking and running through the survey, looking at the old data and then comparing it to a new survey that you could run with the same customer post-implementation, but it could also carry on identifying areas for upselling, cross-selling capabilities, and additional services to support the customer needs. So that's all to say about the maturity assessment. Please use the QR code here or the link that I've given you already. Log in, have a play with it, get comfortable with it. Try it perhaps internally first before you go and sit down with a customer and really look at the benefit you could bring to that survey. In addition to, obviously the services at the VCF level, but also the managed services that you could use to help the customer in that cloud augmentation. Thank you very much.